Good afternoon, this is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding, here to discuss the basics of FIRPTA, the Foreign Investment in Real Property Act, developed back in the mid-'80s. So the idea behind that is this. For non-resident aliens, they are otherwise usually not subject to capital gains on U.S.-related growth U.S. companies. This does not apply to U.S. real estate. So if there was nothing like FIRPTA in place and a foreign national non-resident alien sells U.S. property, why on God's green earth would they file a tax return and be subject to U.S. tax, right? They're in the middle of a different country, and the IRS is never going to find them. And even if they can, what it would take for them to try to enforce it is probably not worth the time and effort. That's why FIRPTA was created. Just a quick aside, the reason we use the term non-resident alien, that's the technical term, is because someone could be a foreign national and still meet the substantial presence test. Someone could be a foreign citizen, meet the substantial presence test, or be a legal permanent resident in the U.S. So when we're referring to FIRPTA, non-resident aliens, it means a non-U.S. citizen, non-legal permanent resident, foreign national who does not otherwise meet the substantial presence test. Disposing of U.S. property. So why is this important? Let's take an example. David is a foreign non-resident alien. There, see, I do it too, right? David is a non-resident alien, and he purchased a property for $1 million about 5 years back. Not his primary residence or anything. He missed the good times, and now he wants to sell the property, but he can only sell it for $900,000. There's no gain, right? So there's no taxable gain on a loss. But here's the problem: under FIRPTA, David is going to have 15% of the sale price, not the gain, the sale price withheld. So David, let's see, math on the fly, $135,000 withholding. The deal is going to require David to have to put up $135,000 of that money coming in before it even touches him, because it's the other members of the deal that have to make sure that the money gets to the IRS, and there's no gain. So that's not a good outcome. That's a bad tax outcome. And an important aspect of that, again, to reiterate, it's the other parties involved that are required to withhold, sort of like FATCA withholding, where they're going to get in trouble for not doing it. So how does David avoid this horrific outcome on a lost property, which is already depressing for David? He can apply for certain withholding certificates like a Form 8288B. And what you do is you identify up front the basis, what he purchased it for, cost basis, any improvements, the sale price, and showing that there's no gain, asking the IRS, hey, let me slide on this. You shouldn't be withholding this money because I have no gain. There is no tax liability on this. Important to note, this may impact, it always does, at least out here in California, the outcome of a sale. Why? Because you've got Jane and Bob, and they can't wait to buy the house. They want to move in time for Thanksgiving or Christmas, Hanukkah, any other holiday you could think of. They were hoping to get it closed in 30 days. Their loan officer says they will take care of it in 30 days, but now you as the seller need 90 days because you need the certificate taken care of. That may make the buyers balk and walk away. So it's very important to kind of negotiate all this up front, determine up front whether you want the withholding certificate or not, if it's worth it. Is there something else you can do? Can you work a side deal out with the escrow, the title company? You never know, right? Sometimes through the grapevine, I understand that you can sometimes limit the withholding or keep it withheld with the escrow company. There are some exceptions to FIRPTA, but they're limited, and so you want to look into that before moving forward. We have lots of information available on our main website, goldinglawyers.com. You can always call us to schedule a reduced fee initial consultation if you think it's appropriate. Again, my name is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.